Hi, good morning, beautiful people. How are we today? Raining here today, so good weather for ducks, that I can tell you. Rain might get a little bit loud, so we'll just have to deal with that, won't we? And see how we go. How was everybody's yesterday? Did you get through it? Hey, did you get through it? Yeah, it was an interesting day, wasn't it? It wasn't too bad for me. I decided that I would stay home and stay away from people, which I did. Still like liaised with people over the phone, and had a friend drop in out of the blue, which was really lovely, really nice to see her. It wasn't long, it was just a really quick cuppa, quick catch up, and then she was gone, but it was lovely to see her. So let's see what it is about today's message. What is it that we need to know? Okay. What is it that may be brought to our attention or needs to be brought to our attention for today? Okay. We had a really lovely meditation group last night, and the meditation was just really peaceful and healing, and it was really nice group, really nice group. It's always a nice group, but it was just, I don't know, last night's meditation I personally felt was particularly healing. So some nights are like that. I usually have a laugh or two. Can't help myself in that space. All right, okay, and there we go. So here's today's. Okay, so we're still talking about things being a little bit difficult to pull together. Fives in the tarot typically are a difficult energy to work with. But here this is more about like a working together thing. So you might find people kind of wanting to do their own thing today, or wanting to, head in their own direction. And what that might be like from a work point of view, or, even from a family point of view, is where people are kind of wanting to do their own thing, which makes it a little bit hard to create the bigger picture that you're trying to create here. Does that make sense? Can you see how that's come about there? So this is more about the practicality of doing things, because the ones are about the doing, right? They're the verb in the deck, if you will. So when we have a wand card that indicates that we need to do something, and in this sense, like we've got a lot of people doing something but not really getting anywhere. It might be, the things that you want to do, maybe you can't quite get to today. Maybe those things, people just aren't sort of putting in your mind. It might be the same amount of effort that you are. Remember, everyone's just needing to do their own thing and be in their own space, express themselves. So it might be a little bit stop-starty, bit chaotic today in regard to the doing of things, bringing things together, whether that's a project or whether that's an event, or just simply getting the everyday tasks done. It might be around that. People kind of might be a bit more focused today on just doing what they want to do. So it's quite interesting, really, when I look at this. Some of them, like, they don't even have their eyes on the tasks. So can you see that? See that, how they're kind of not even really looking at what they're doing? Some of them are, but some of them are just kind of holding those wands up in the air going, yeah, here it is, I'll just hold that here, and not really looking at the impact it's having. So it may be that people aren't focused on what it is, or maybe you're not focused today. It might be about that. But either way, it's about doing. It's about doing. So maybe be mindful if you find that that's how today is. Sort of be a bit mindful about, is my attention fully on the task at hand? Do I, sort of need to shake myself up a little bit and, make the commitment to this, what I'm actually doing? Or is it something I really don't want to be doing? I need to put it down and walk away. Am I in fact making it a little bit worse? Can you see that there? So just be mindful, like, of where your attention is today when you're doing things, because you want your attention on the task. You don't want to get hurt in what you're doing. We also need to understand our, I guess, limitation or restriction that may be placed on us. Not that that shows in this card, it doesn't, but what like the outcome may be when we're reading the energy of the card for today. It may be about the fact that you can't get everything put together as quickly as you'd like. What is it? My daughter goes around here saying, you know, Mum, Rome wasn't built in a day. I'm wanting stuff done, and she's dawdling along. And it could be a day like that. It might be a day like that. So yeah, just be mindful of your presence where your thought space is and what those thoughts are when you're involved in a task or in teamwork or being asked to do your part. And if others aren't doing their part, just understand that's the energy of the day. Okay, we don't need to get bent out of shape about it. We just know that that's the energy of the day. Kind of state your intention and your commitment at the beginning, if that's what you need to do. That's what I'd say. So that's about today, guys. So go and have an awesome day anyway. And if you get to curl up with a book, watch a movie, perfect day to do it. And if you're out there working, like the majority of you are, just be mindful of where you're at in that process. Okay? Big love, guys.